Hi everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids. Now today was Apple's Spring Forward event where we were expecting to get all of the details about the Apple Watch, including pricing and availability, things like that. And they did give us all those details, and I'll share those with you a little bit later on in this video. But we also got some other nice announcements. I want to talk to you about those, give you my opinion, and some things we weren't expecting as well, including the one on the screen just here. But before we talk about that, let's just cover off some of the other things, and I am going to have to refer to my notes throughout this video because there was so much covered. But we basically got an Apple TV update, HBO update for HBO Go, a little bit irrelevant to the UK because I don't think HBO is available in the UK. I don't use my Apple TV much, admittedly, apart from watching the Apple events and renting the occasional film. We also saw a price drop to $69. So in the UK, that would probably sort of be around about sort of £59, I would imagine. Apple Pay was also given an update. Not so much in features because it just does one thing, allows you to pay for things really easily. But they've actually tripled the vendors that are accepting it in the United States of America. Still not available in the UK, unfortunately. Hopefully that comes soon. And also Coca-Cola machines, you know, the vending machines where you get your fizzy drinks from. You can now pay with Apple Pay at these vending machines. Very, very cool. Also, this was really interesting to me. They announced Research Kit, and this is really good. This is going to gather medical research via apps that are available on the iPhone. They're already on their way. In fact, they've already developed 5 applications that are available today. And they gather information and then send it back to the sort of establishment that's doing the research on particular medical conditions. And it helps the researchers to really further advance treatments for these particular conditions. This is a big, big deal, and I was super excited to hear about it. And the biggest thing they announced was they're making it open source. How cool is that? I also, and this isn't related to any of the announcements they made, but I saw a lady in the audience while the presentation was going on, actually recording a video in portrait rather than landscape orientation. That's just a no, you've got to not do that. It just caught my eye whilst the event was going on. Now, on my screen, just here, the new MacBook was also announced. This is a new super thin MacBook, not a MacBook Air, not a MacBook Air with a Retina display, not a MacBook Pro. This is a new MacBook, so I've just called it MacBook. Under 1 kilogram, which is about 2 pounds in weight. 13.1 millimeters thin, and that's at the thickest point of it, and then obviously it tapers down to almost nothing where the sort of screen meets the bottom portion of the laptop. It's got a new keyboard with a new, I think they called it a butterfly mechanism, so it gives a better sort of feedback on the keyboard. Really very cool. 12-inch Retina display. Wow. 2304 by 1440 resolution. A new Force Touch trackpad, which is a nice big trackpad, and it also is pressure sensitive, so you can actually do different gestures depending upon how hard you press it, and you can click anywhere on the trackpad as well. It's the first fanless MacBook, so no fan inside, and it's also got new contoured batteries so that they could really use as much of the space inside the casing to accommodate that with battery, and that gives an all-day battery life. So awesome battery life on this, and one port connector for everything, for data, for your display, for charging. They're using USB-C. It's available in silver, space grey and gold, and it's going to be shipping on April the 10th, and it's priced between $1,299 and $1,599, starting at £1,049 in the UK. Very, very cool. I just love the look at it. Look at it in gold. Wow, it will match my iPhone 6. I probably will pick up a gold one. I'll let you know what I'm going to pick up out of these new announcements right at the end of this video. But my opinion on this just looks absolutely stunning. It really does. It's not going to be a high performer. It's not going to replace my MacBook Pro Retina display that I've got here. But it would certainly replace lots of people's MacBook Airs. And it just looks really very, very good indeed. Love it. Very, very sexy laptop. Now also, We had updates to the MacBook Air. The current lineup of MacBook Air is not disappearing, it's still current product. Thunderbolt 2, storage upgrades and processor upgrades across the range of MacBook Airs. Also the current MacBook Pro with Retina display got better battery life and processor upgrades as well, and 2 times faster flash storage as well. Both of them shipping now, so both of those are shipping today. And I think that the MacBook Pro also got the new Force touchpad as well, so people can get to experience that a bit sooner. And then we of course had the details about the Apple Watch. You can see it on your screen here. Now, I'm not going to go over all of the details of all of the Apple Watches because that was sort of announced when they first announced the Apple Watch. But some of the things that were highlights for me, you can receive calls on your watch. Very, very cool. So pick up the call, tap, speak into the watch, uses the speaker in the watch as well. Or I assume it could also connect to a Bluetooth earpiece. And then you can take those calls in private if you wanted to, but very, very cool that you can do that. You can also connect with friends with digital touch and send them various messages and gestures to their watches. Fitness tracking, very, very cool on the Apple Watch. That is of great interest to me. I use a fitness band or fitness tracker at the moment, so those features are going to be of real interest to me. And nice that you get reminders every week about your progress throughout your fitness. It's like having a little personal trainer on your wrist, so it really sort of takes these fitness trackers to the next level. 18-hour typical battery life, so it should last an all day. Now the Apple Watch Sport that you can see on your screen here, this one starts at 38mm, $349. The 42mm version, just $50 more at $399. And that's the same across the range. When you go up from one size to the other, it's a $50 difference. Aluminium casement on this one, silver or space grey finish. Very, very cool looking watch. And then we've also got the Apple Watch collection. So this is what I'm just going to call the Apple Watch. This is the mid-range one. And this is available in stainless steel, a polished silver finish or a polished space black finish. And again, it looks absolutely gorgeous. Let me just scroll down and have a side view of it. Wow. It just looks so nice. I really do like how gorgeous they have designed this. I know it's square, people saying it's just a slab of metal on your wrist, but you've got to admit that is really something special to look at. I really do like the look of it. Now the pricing on this one, 38mm, ranges from $549 to $1,049. 42mm, $599 to $1,099, and that's dependent upon which sort of strap and watch combination you go for, because there are loads of combinations, different bracelets. The Milanese loop bracelet looks really very nice. The link bracelet looks superb as well. Wow, look at that. I love it, absolutely love it. Now the big surprise, the gold one. Now we knew about this already, the Apple Watch Edition, 18 karat solid gold. Apparently a new type of gold Apple have developed, probably a harder gold. They probably just sort of mixed it with something to make it sort of harder wearing. It looks absolutely stunning. Look at that. Wow, all I can say is wow. It is just a beautiful, beautiful device. Now this is going to be available in selected Apple stores only. And we were all trying to predict the price. Some people were saying, oh, it's going to be $3,000. Some were saying, oh no, $5,000. This is going to start at $10,000. Starting price at $10,000. And that's going to be for the cheapest one with the cheapest sort of strap. If you go for a different strap combination, it's going to go upwards from there. What a price, $10,000. They're not going to sell many at $10,000. There are going to be people that do that. I think, personally, my opinion on this is paying $10,000 for a piece of technology, even though it's solid gold, is ridiculous, because when a new one comes out, this is going to become redundant. It's not going to be worth even half as much. You know, I prefer my sort of traditional timepieces for investments. I certainly would not invest my money in a gold Apple Watch. Anyway, dates, April the 10th for pre-order. You can also preview it in store in the countries that they're launching in, and that includes obviously the USA and the UK and other countries as well. You can preview it in store on April the 10th as well in those countries. It's going to be shipping and available in store on April the 24th. Very, very cool. And that is all of my notes. So you want to know what I'm going to actually be getting into the studio. Well, my intention is to get one of the new MacBooks into the studio to review and possibly use alongside my existing Retina MacBook Pro. I certainly won't be using it for editing. I will just be getting one in really to experience the gold finish, see if I can use it as my sort of portable computer rather than taking my iPad to meetings. I can take this to meetings and business trips as well, maybe leave the iPad Air behind. With regards to the updated MacBook Pros and MacBook Airs, I've got no need to upgrade my current Retina MacBook Pro, so I won't be getting one of those in. The Apple TV, which got the price drop, I don't need one of those. I've already got an Apple TV. And with regards to the Apple Watch, the one I'm going to be going for is the Apple Watch Collection, the stainless steel finish, and I'll probably get it with the Link bracelet or the Milanese Loop bracelet. Not sure which. I was sort of sold on getting it on the Milanese Loop bracelet, but seeing the Link bracelet on the demonstration units they were using during the Apple event today sort of convinced me to go for the Apple Link bracelet instead. I suppose it's the one closest to a traditional sort of stainless steel bracelet that I currently have on my watches, so I'll probably go for something like that. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe I'll get another bracelet I can swap out when I'm doing different things and just keep the Link bracelet for special occasions to make it a little bit more dressier. That's the way I'm thinking about it. But anyway, that's it for the event. I've got mixed feelings really. I was disappointed the gold edition of the Apple Watch was so expensive. I was also a little bit disappointed that the new MacBook was pre-announced again. It's not available till April the 10th. It would have been brilliant if they'd have said it's available now. You know, I would have liked to have got my hands on one sort of within the next few days, but alas, that wasn't going to happen. But overall, some great announcements, especially the data collection for health research and for different conditions. I think that is probably the highlight for me on the whole event, because I think that is just really awesome and a really cool thing to do, and especially to make it open source. I think that was a really good move on Apple's part. So anyway, let me know what you thought of the Apple event in the comment section below. Let me know if you'll be picking up the new MacBook, if you'll be picking up the new updated MacBook Pro or MacBook Air, and indeed if you'll be purchasing a new Apple Watch, and if so, which one will you be going for? Thanks very much for watching. Please do hit like on this video, please do subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.